And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Throwing, Hundley. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they do. And this is caught. Well, he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 49 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And it's up and good. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. They run the counter now on 1st down. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick hitting.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Matt Darr now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
And that is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And an alley to run. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And they'll go on the ground. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Miami after this. go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Hungley. He's going to rifle one deep. It's caught inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Always got some breathing room. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now another shot here at the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw now on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Here we go. They'll look to throw again. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Come on, let's get motion. Flex round. Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a handoff here to his running back. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Yeah. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. They'll send Landry in motion right. Now it's the backup Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Play action. It's Tannehill. Finding time. Going deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They come up in an offset eye. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Desperation time for Tannehill on fourth down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And it's taken in at the 9. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And that will come the offense as they take over. play fake here on first down. Backing up. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out comes Houston. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Texans, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with